So let's start by adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap right over left with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure that we let in enough light to remain alert. We try to avoid slouching or leaning. We also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position. And then begin to cultivate a sense of letting go, of attending to the outside, allowing sights and sounds to be as they are without investigation, pulling back your awareness and constraining it just to the body and mind. Concentrating that awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air moving into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and without judgment or frustration, lifting your awareness up again and again from those distractions and placing it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then reflecting on your purpose for being here. Take a moment to intentionally widen your circle of concern. Thinking of engaging in the practice on behalf of countless sentient beings. Recognizing that engaging in a process of genuine inner transformation by cultivating, deepening familiarity with positive and constructive states of mind, reducing and ultimately eliminating the influence of unconstructive, painful states of mind. Transforming the mind in this way, we're able to be of greater and greater benefit to sentient beings. I'm thinking that's the ultimate purpose of our time. And then we'll begin contemplating the wisdom of understanding impermanence and death as a way of countering mistaken views, views that give rise to suffering for oneself and can motivate actions that harm others. Out of that ignorance that would otherwise abide in the mind. So we begin by recognizing that anything that we experience in that moment is experienced as though it were permanent and unchanging. When an experience seems positive, attractive, enjoyable, we think that it will always have that characteristic. If something generates a sense of aversion in the mind, we think that that difficult or unpleasant experience will be unending. In the momentary experience, we generally find it difficult to analyze. We grasp at the level of appearance. So look back over your last week, both pleasant and unpleasant experiences, and try to determine if that's true. Does the pleasantness and unpleasantness of an experience seem completely solid, unchanging in the moment? But if you interrogate that sense of permanence, that sense of solidity, using the wisdom mind, we can recognize that pleasantness or unpleasantness is the result of causes and conditions arising momentarily. From the side of the object, perhaps there's fresh food or vibrant living flowers or pleasant smell. Or a new, well functioning, well constructed device or car, whatever we find pleasant from the side of the object, there's a sense of freshness, newness, but that object itself is decaying moment by moment. That food or drink or device or car, through its own impermanence, will cease to be attractive with the passage of time. And there are no two moments in the continuity of that object that are the same. Each moment, the object becomes closer and closer to its ceasing to function. So there's no valid sense of that permanence in the object. Oneself as the experiencer is also impermanent, a consequence of which is that our body, this particular form, cannot indefinitely function to host this mind, this combination of body and mind, therefore will separate. And that separation is intrinsically bound to the coming together of body and mind in the womb, the falling apart of an object is required by its coming together. This process cannot be impacted by our wealth or status, the number of friends or loved ones, that we have. The separation is completely inevitable, unavoidable. And the timing of that separation is completely unknown. We in this moment are incredibly fortunate to have woken up again in a perfect human rebirth. Perhaps tens of thousands of people thought that they would have that experience today, and they did not. Mm. Even though we're convinced that we will have that experience tomorrow, we may not. When we contemplate what is of real value, we recognize that although body and mind separate, the mind continues. And the content of that mind influences future lifetimes. So, using this life to positively influence the content of our mind is the only thing of real lasting value. Try to think about the importance of your own spiritual life. And be determined to extract the real essence of each day. Not putting that off due to the false view of permanence. Coming to terms with the truth of the uncertainty of the number of additional days that we have. So set that strong determination and rest your mind in it single pointedly. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, created positive energy in the mind. Think that you freely offer that positive energy for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war, conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disaster, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment in order to work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled, and may I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.